the right direction, right?
Must be.
Oh, so you just did your you're going backwards, but it's the kind of game that like
You have to backtrack.
you watch that whole cutscene and now there's enemies back where you just came from. And now you gotta leave, or
Yeah,
not?
it's like a
Watch
little-
over the trap door.
Yeah,
Some of the
I'm
floor-
wondering where they were.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's definitely in the middle.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to stay. Don't I have to call it or whatever?
Yeah. Do it up.
Uh-oh.
Why? Who's coming? Nothing.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Go.
Do you see on the map it opened too?
Yeah.
That's cool. Where am I going?
Oh, you wanted. I thought he told you.
No.
I thought you
I'm
knew.
gonna go here just so they don't shoot me.
Look at your inventory.
Which one? This side?
Yeah.
The disc was like an optical disc containing
Can
Metal
you-
Gear.
can you move down on it?
exercise data. No, what I can do is put it into a computer. I know where there's a computer. There we go. On B1.
So I'll tell you what it says.
Okay.
It says, now get out the CD case and look at the back of it. Meryl's frequency is on the back.
It's the CD case, like the physical Metal Gear CD case. That's what they do. Do you know what the number is?
No.
Doesn't say it?
No.
Fuck.
People who have been through war.
Really?
Yeah.
It's on the disc itself?
It's on the remember, like the crystal case. You know, like the old crystal case, the
Yeah.
glass. Yeah, it's on that. Just look it up. There it is.
But I don't get why it's on the CD.
It's on the back of the case. 140.
1.5.
15. Oops. And here we go.
Who are you?
Okay, we're
Whoa.
back.
Busted yourself out of
That took us a little bit.
From the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
As in, no,
She's
she's
talking
not
to
the
someone
niece.
else.
Sent all
Oh.
alone in the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
That's a cool
I don't
animation on the
like
mouse.
You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
Yeah,
We
it's
go
cool.
way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
He never stops to like flirt with the women, even when he's in like a stressful situation.
Solid Snake?
I knew it.
People call me.
The legendary Solid Snake?
And then they always get like fucking wet as shit.
Whoa.
I wasn't sure if you
What
were
a
one of
babe.
those guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes.
She got
Not
mad.
soldiers' eyes.
And they're rookie's eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate
Oh my
eyes.
god.
Oh.
Just what I expect from the legendary Solid Snake.
The women know he's such a fucking
Don't worry,
smooth
you'll
talker.
wear back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did
Are we
you
watching
look so
like some
surprised
sort
you
of
saw my
dating
face?
movie
It's
or
like
dating
how to-
TV show?
Look just
Or are we playing fucking Metal Gear?
Leader, Liquid
There's
Snake.
some like dating games, like those weird Japanese dating games. You ever seen those?
So what's
No, I know. I think they like.
Why don't you ask
That's
me?
one of the biggest reasons that they probably like rely on those DS
Yeah.
games or those handheld
Yeah.
games that they have dating, or they
So-
date some little Asian girl.
sorry. I was captured along
should
with
focus on the
President
story, I
Baker right
think.
after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's
Yeah,
just
she's
a
definitely gonna
nuclear
tell us where to
weapons
go.
disposal facility.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay.
Oh, you
This
dripping.
place
I
isn't
know.
really for disposal.
Oh, you need a little sippy cup.
This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right. For the development
What?
of Metal Gear.
Oh, it's not like.
Foxhound and the next generation.
Well, we had
special
this
forces
like
were called here for the
assumption that they were
test launch
fucking
of a
us,
dummy
him
nuclear
over when he
warhead.
sent them
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
mission with like, "What do you know?" And he keeps
And
saying
then all
nothing.
those people died randomly with
Yeah.
heart
Doing top
attacks. And...
secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the
So
terrorists want?
like this bad Japanese humor
Yeah.
sounds kind of fishy, where it's just not like that funny, but it's supposed to be to them.
Yeah.
There'll be a
That's when
translation
he gave you the detonation
error.
code override keys, right?
I think it's pretty well.
Amazing you were able to keep him hidden from the guards.
Well, women have
We
more
will
hiding
translate it at least.
Whoa! 3 holes, that third hole.
places. What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
You were in the room.
Chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah.
Was this not the same woman that left
I know,
earlier?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences.
He's been on the phone for a pretty long time.
Sounds like it.
You're running the minutes. Snake,
No, I'm
on the
talking about,
family
I don't think
plan.
anybody knows. Whoopsies. What's going on, everyone? Actually, I'm gonna make sure. I should probably just close that. What's going on, everyone? Gonna be streaming LaunchBox. Is that the wrong? No, they're both blank. So I'm gonna be streaming LaunchBox tonight. At least the process of getting into it. I don't know anything about it. Nick was suggesting that it's a ton easier than HyperSpin, so I guess we will look into it. So I'm assuming it's as simple as just hitting next and continue and what have you. I'll open this up to get started. Actually, I might want to change that path. It shouldn't be a big deal. Looks like it's only... I will put that down here. Looks like it's only really migrating it to C. I wonder if that will fuck things up. I guess I'll leave it alone. Have it be a system file. Being that my C drive is the SSD anyway. So, so far it looks like it's a whole lot of initializing. You can't see it, hold on. It's just a whole lot of initializing. Already slow to the roll, I guess. No, I'm not giving it enough credit. I'm sure it's up to par. Let me do some cleanup. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Kind of curious while it's doing that what it's doing. Let's see. LaunchBox. L. Nope. It doesn't seem, at least, like it's called LaunchBox. Didn't mean to keep that capitalized. Who are you? Amy Movies is pretty rad. Let's open up tutorials. Oh, it's a YouTube video. But see what I mean? I feel like the same amount of process goes into HyperSpin. Like each thing is probably like 13 minutes. I don't know. So far, it doesn't tickle my fancy. Thanks for using LaunchBox. Check out the tutorials below for help getting started. If it's just a bunch of YouTube videos, let's close this. Let's see if Search for Windows games including GOG. Import Steam games. Import MAME games. Choose this option if you'd like to import a full set of MAME games. Sure. Welcome to the Import MAME Arcade Full Set Wizard. Arcade is recommended, but if changed to MAME or a different name, MAME. I don't know why I would call it Arcade. Please enter the folder path of your MAME ROMs. I need to clean that the fuck up. But for right now, I know it's for a fact in this folder. Next, choose an emulator. Emulator name. If it's really this like wizard like, then I'm kind of down to clown. I don't know. MAME exe default command line parameters. No idea. Wouldn't know. Okay. Next, search for game information. Sure. None. I have that for the most part. I have them. Emu's login credentials have not been configured. I will hide that from you. If I can even remember what it is. I don't know if the ID, oh, okay, successful. I didn't know if the ID was a, nothing. Import clones. Filter your games. Skip clones entirely. Region to prioritize. Skip games unplayable for MAME. Fruit games. Sure, I'll just do it. See what it does. So already it's getting all of those games. All the games. Oh yes. All the games. I was gonna say, already it's pretty fucking slow, but it needed to kind of process what it was handling. It's gonna be more like a Steam. I can already see it. I guess I'm being a little bit too judgmental, but I would prefer to not have a Steam kind of UI. Test. How come there's no... It's just super low. Oh, that's why. That should be better. Okay, that's a little bit better for background jams. It was just because I didn't set the other scene to have the same. Okay, so this already, I'm not loving this in terms of like, how do I, and I'm not complaining because I purposely did not import the imagery, which is fine, but I'm talking about like big box, right, is, let me see, yeah, it's already not thrilling me that it's not really too much of a arcade UI, where I don't feel as though that's pretty cool. The info is pretty cool. I just don't really appreciate that I don't have any way of making it more like foolproof. That if I were to say, hey, come and use this system, somebody would be like, oh, what, with the mouse and keyboard? Why wouldn't I just use the joystick? And obviously I'm just being picky, but I think that if I have to spend money just to get big box, I mean, obviously it's a obviously it's a service that I should be paying for, but I just think that I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, I like this somewhat. I like HyperSpin's look a lot more, even though HyperSpin is super simple. So do you need big box to get that look? Kodi plugin for big box. The Kodi plugin for big box allows you to launch big box from within Kodi. That's pretty rad. Okay, well, let me put this up to the test. I was not able to get where's the wizard? Tutorials, forums, big box? Big box available only in LaunchBox Premium. Would you like to learn more? And we know that Premium is 20 bucks. Regular license, forever updates license. Updates license includes updates to LaunchBox and Big Box until the death of the universe, or until the program becomes self-aware and renames itself LaunchNet. Haha. So pretty much you renew for 10 bucks, but it's only 10 bucks each year, or it's 10 plus the 20 for the license. It sounds like it's only 10 per year, which is not really that bad, but I'm not really too much of a person that would shell out $10 a year. I don't know. A year, yeah, never mind. That's not too bad, because that's what? It's like 75 cents a month? What, I don't know, whatever 10 divided by 12 is. Let me see. So what I want to know, Scum Games, Auto Hot. See, it's using Auto Hotkey as well. It's not really any different than HyperSpin. In terms of the wizardry, that's about it. Like, if I'm assuming what Nick was trying to show me is that if I go to add game, yeah, application path, your application path, if I were to do, how do I get back to scan for added? No. Clean up images? No. No. How do I go back? I guess I am under all games. How do I go to that wizard? It seems to all be the same. Manage platforms. Add. I don't know. To me, this doesn't look that much less complicated than HyperSpin. I mean, it's laid out right in front of you, so you don't have to work with XML and AutoHotkey files, but it doesn't look totally different. So I go to add, assuming, so add game. I want to add game, I want to add a system. Wii U. I'm gonna try Wii U. Folders. Don't see where I can add anything. I mean, that's pretty cool that it already assumed I meant Nintendo Wii U. So I will fix that and hit OK. And hit close. And now, how do I go to that platform? You know? Like what? Category. So it did not seem to manage platforms. Didn't add it. Why didn't it add it? Did I hit cancel? I don't think I hit cancel. Nintendo Wii U. If I click OK, I hit OK. And then close. I don't understand why it's oh, okay, it's there. So now if I go to emulators, add, so I don't see CMU in here. I don't see how this is totally I guess I'll see if I can add it. That's the real test. This. If I can add something without having to really break it down, then I think that it'll be something to consider. Command line, associated platforms, don't know any of that. Please enter at least one applicable platform in the grid. One applicable platform. Where was that? So, oh, sorry. Nintendo Wii U. Okay. Close. Still don't see it though. Okay, so now manage How do I... Platforms. How do I manage where the ROM folder is? Wii U... Folders. Game. Like there's just a lot of similarities between LaunchBox and HyperSpin. Where's the artwork? Where's the videos? Where's the games? Where's the emulator? The only real difference is it doesn't hope that you know about AutoHotkey or the markup language that's associating the list of games or the settings file. Well, the settings file takes care of where's the games, where's the artwork, all that stuff. So, I mean, it's just a UI. It's just a MAME UI kind of deal. It's just a interface that takes away having to know markup language, I guess, or AutoHotkey, which is just kind of a scripting language for Windows commands. That's all this has been showing me right now, is that there's really not too much of a difference. Let me see. But what I have not seen support for Wii U in HyperSpin. If I can be convinced that it's as simple as just addressing, here's my emulator, here's my ROMs, I want this to work. If it does, then I will give this a lot more credit where credit is due. Oops, not emulators, ROMs, Nintendo, Wii U. Okay. Close. So I'm not... Please note that it is not recommended to add new platforms manually. If possible, you should use the import processes under Tools, Import instead. Tools, Import, ROM files. Let's see. I feel like I just wasted my time doing the other thing. I didn't know there was this import wizard. I was looking for the wizard, didn't know it was under import. Add folder. Select files to... Please use the add folder files button below the ROM files to import. Keep in mind that all games must be in the same platform, such as Sega Genesis. Use the search box in the add. So that's my thing, is that how'd you have to... So, actually, what if we do add category, unique name, Nintendo Wii U, video path, no, it's parents. Okay, fine. Okay, and then import ROM files. Next, add files, add folder. Okay. Next, platform for imported games should be Nintendo Wii U. Let's see, I wasted my time, I guess, but I have CMU. Would you move the files in the LaunchBox folder? Use the file in their current location, yes. Search the game information for LaunchBox, sure. Sure. I don't think that... I don't believe that See Me Movies has any of it, but combine ROMs with matching titles in a single. Look for PDF files that game manuals use folder names instead of ROM file. Nope. Import files from specified. Sure, that's fine. Like I said, if this is simple as like a whole bunch of nexts and is suggesting where the file is, then I am down to clown with LaunchBox. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump the mic. Drop the mic. Yeah, so I guess we are now waiting on this endeavor to take off and do things. I mean, how many games? I only have like 6 games, I think. I don't know if it's really trying to parse the fuck out of Emu Movies. Let's see, emulators. Nope, that's not what I want. I have 5 games. Ready to import. That's not right at all. Oh, fuck. I want to do next and use folder names instead of ROM file names for game titles. I think. That sounds about right. Except for the fact that it should be like this. Nope, still wrong. There was already import the following below games, so no. And okay. Use folder names instead of ROM file names for generating titles. Use the files in their current location. I think that's where it started, right? CMU. Okay. There. Show default platform, sure. CMU. Use files in the current location. Search for and download metadata, no. Force importing duplicate games. Import files from specified folders only, no subfolders. So we don't want that. Use folder names instead of ROM file names for game titles, which I assume that it would take the folder name. But I guess it didn't. I don't know if I have to, maybe let's just cancel. Add. Oh, that's not. Tools. One thing that I could suggest about LaunchBox so far is it's a lot easier to kind of play around with. Let me see if I can just individually. I'm gonna individually add them. Oh, but then how is it gonna get? Let me just try it. Why not? Because I don't want a mucked up fucking list. Game list. Nintendo Wii U. I'm not really remembering what I'm supposed to be choosing. It's this one for. You choose an emulator. Use the file. Search for game information. Sure. 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 I'm not using the folder name. It's gonna be called UKing. It's not. Oh, I should have just done nothing. It's not gonna find anything based off of UKing. So cool, it opens up CMU, and that's what I mean, is it's got to know some sort of command. It's gonna need to know what the hell am I doing with CMU. Launch with CMU. Yeah, no, there's more to it than just being able to point and click. They take away a lot of the steps when it comes to MAME, or and I'm assuming any of these, Steam, MAME, Windows games. That's cool. That's what I wish HyperSpin had considered when, you know, continuing. I'm assuming that Rocket Launch is more compatible with those kind of things, but for right now, it just seems that LaunchBox is kind of an easier way to enable already managed systems. So far, I'm not thrilled with the fact that it wasn't that simple. Let me try. Yes. Okay, let me try something else. Tools. What am I doing? I want tools, import ROM files. Done. Add, select files to import. Add folder. It's because it's hiding this PC on me. I'll just work with what I know works. Nintendo, Wii U, default platforms, CMU, leave it alone, search the game. We're gonna just try and get the game going. So scroll all this stuff. Select none. Use folder names instead of ROM file. Let me see if that works. Because in terms of games like this, where there's multiple files for, you know, 3D rendering and audio and all these different, you know, environmental things, it's not just simply a ROM anymore. And so, I mean, it's kind of defeating the purpose when you go into things like LaunchBox and HyperSpin and Emulation Station, because it's for, it's not solely for retro gaming, but it's just kind of geared towards that. And what I was debating with Nick originally is that it might be more simple to go with Big Box or LaunchBox compared to HyperSpin if you don't know simple, you know, markup language or auto hotkey, which is fair. And LaunchBox kind of takes away that needing to know those kind of things. So watch, if I let this run, it's gonna look like shit, but whatever. We're just gonna try it. And so it takes like LaunchBox, sure, it takes away needing to know that, and it gives you a wizard. It's like, I'm trying to think of an example. 200 fucking games. The fuck? That looks so stupid. It's not even. Oh, yeah, it's not even in here. Unless it's by folder. The last thing I can do before I totally disregard CME movies, LaunchBox is doing a quick LaunchBox CMU. If it's pretty straightforward, oh, they have their own walkthrough for it. What does it say? I need to go enlarge that.
Files, think of WUD and WUX as like a singly B. Did I say PRX earlier? I meant RPX.
RPX?
Whoops, I got the letters.
I don't have an RPX file.
But this is the file that we are looking for.
Oh, it is RPX.
Essentially, this is the executable file.
And that's what he loads.
Our list for import. This menu should
CMU.
or you can type in whatever you want. Then go ahead and click
Symbol command CMU.full path. So you have to know these things. It's not totally different than HyperSpin. It doesn't just remove all of that from your, you know, your sites. So let me. Fuck, are you serious? Well, whatever. We are to get rid of everything, I guess. Oh, okay. I guess that handled it? Not sure. Okay, so they're saying what we did before. ROM files, not what we want to add category. Wii U. Nested name cannot be blank, sure. Okay, tools, import ROMs, next. Add file, which we originally tried, so don't knock me just yet. I had some sort of hunch. You, this, code, this, next. Wii U. CMU. Where's this edit emulator? Import ROMs from Files Wizard. Oh, can I go back? Was it part of edit? CMU full path. Oh. Yeah, that's all they have too. Associated platforms. Default emulator, sure. There's a checked off.
Column matches the name of platform that you want added. So from that drop down menu we selected the Nintendo Wii U, so make sure that matches. And then go ahead and check the default emulator box. Then click OK. This should now be filled in. It's a any folder file after tutorial for image where it says Zelda or just
Oh, I can rename it there, so that's good to know.
because I want this to straight
Use
Zelda is a
file.
totally perfect name,
None.
technically speaking, but I would
None.
like to make sure that it downloads all the information that it can. So we're gonna go ahead and type in the
I can name it The Legend
Twilight Princess H. Now the reason why
Zelda
this is because the RPX file is
Breath of
Zelda.
the
Do
Wild.
not rename that. Do not rename the RPX file. That may break things. And you can try using the box to use your name that's renamed to CMU in the description below. Your beta, lot of
He doesn't even have CMU on his PC. Or is he saying something else? I have the volume really low, and I'm not listening to what he has to say. Skipping over all of this.
Definitely. In LaunchBox, let's go ahead and write. Should say disabled. With that said, back in launch, should say disabled. It's nothing really. Select X360 and show you. So let's go ahead and double click on The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Well, or at all, click the drop. Would probably be and set view. Here, we'll subsequent based the game. The second the PC thinks that it's so let's go ahead and double click on The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
I mean, that's fucking annoying, but...
It's gonna. She's gonna. I think that's. Use the sub. That's how you get CMU downloaded. Just in myself streams, and I'm trying to start doing reviews more for name. That's immediately them all. Just leave them all checked. Looking for this is the Wii U is still this now. System a failure has made some. Wii U is still readily. I do unfortunately, next.
I must be missing something. Don't know what, but... Can I edit it after I... manage emulators.
For me, or you can type in whatever you want. Then go ahead and click browse. Browse to where you have CMU downloaded. Go ahead and double click the exe. Then in the associated platforms list, go ahead and add the Nintendo Wii U here to the associated platforms column. just double click the empty space and type it in with your keyboard. Make sure that this associated platform's name matches the name of the platform that you are adding. So from that drop-down menu, we selected the Nintendo Wii U, so make sure that matches. And then go ahead and check the default emulator box. Then click OK. This should now be filled in and say CNU, then say Next. Now, if you are using a WD, a WF, or an ISO file, technically you can copy the
I don't
file,
know.
move the
I
files
just
into
don't.
the
I don't
LaunchBox
see it.
folder. If
If I
that's
click
something
on it, it just opens up CMU. That's all it does.
anyways, but in this specific instance, the RPX file cannot be moved from its folder. And if you use the copy or move files to the LaunchBox games folder, it will just move that RPX file and it won't launch the game. It won't know where to look for the files. So in this instance, we can actually not move the files. So you have to use the files in their current location. Then we're going to download to the LaunchBox games database. It's been a while since I've actually made a tutorial for a specific system or emulator, and since then the process has been updated significantly. So you may notice that there are a lot more checkboxes and image types here. So uncheck what you don't want to try and download, or for me, or if you want them all, just leave them all checked. It'll download what it can find, if it can find it. And if next, it's going to
It shouldn't be an issue with CMU.
open CNO. We're going to go to Options, Input Settings. Here it should say Disabled. Go ahead and click the drop down and select the Wii U Pro Controller. Now if a game situation be well or out of controller, mine is a PS. Go ahead and compare to it. I like Princess.
Yeah, it doesn't seem... He has version 1.5. I don't think I've ever been able to run it with anything older than 1.11. I shouldn't have to. A game to load by clicking it. Have you thought about collabing with something awesome? Use a standard command FG without the. So that's what I'm saying. It's just like there's other things that make it just as difficult as figuring out HyperSpin. Standard command. Use a standard command. Pressing tab will show the gamepad screen. You can officially hear graphical glitches. For some reason, LaunchBox doesn't load games with version 1.5.6. When I open the game in LaunchBox, it opens the emulator, but the game isn't loaded. LaunchBox's ROM import tool sorely needs better handling for importing loading rips. As ever, the blah. Fuck you. Use a standard F. Does that mean here? Simple sample. Use a standard command without the sample command. Simply Austin, eh? I know this is in a different language, that's fine. Add -G. No, I don't fucking know. I guess it... Oh, add -G. Default command line parameters. So somebody said hyphen that. So that makes it full screen. Oh, okay. So -F might be full screen. -G might be what do you want to say? Might be game. So there you go. If you want to open up CMU and a game, -F-G. Simply put, and I'm just trying to suggest how, you know, LaunchBox doesn't take away having to figure these things out and learn them, is that who would have known, you know, unless you go into CMU and look up the principal, like, control commands, you know? So that's that. The only reason I will probably use LaunchBox is that for games that I have yet to figure out how to add to games I have not yet figured out how to add to HyperSpin, like Steam, Wii U. Let's try that. Let's try. No, might be a bad idea to do Steam live. Let me see how I just add. How do I just add a new ROM? I guess I have to go back up here and keep doing this. I mean, that doesn't seem very fun. Add files. Next. Mario Kart 8. Let's see what Emu Movies has. See if I'm impressed with the media. That is pretty rad. I'm gonna say that I do appreciate that. It takes away dealing with, you know, handling folders upon folders of media. I mean, I won't have to download all the other things. I have a fuck ton of art already, but I mean, oops, that's video, so that doesn't really show you anything. You know, I have lots and lots of art already, but this is still pretty cool. But what about editing? How do I add art if I skipped it? When games are found. So that put a colon. I don't believe I made it a colon. That, oh, the Legends of Zelda. So maybe it was me who put edit the legend. Legend of Resident Breath of the Wild. Action, cool. Download images media. That's pretty cool. Emu movies. Game was not found. It's fine. So, in terms of videos, I'm not finding anything. Okay. Pretty rad. It's pretty cool. I mean, all I could say about it that I appreciate is it takes away having to really focus in on how to do these things. And it lets you feel in charge, I guess, is one other thing I could take away from it. I'm not loving that it's not that different than HyperSpin. There's a lot that I can do with HyperSpin that I can't do, I don't feel, with this. Trying to think of what else I haven't been able to accomplish. Let's see if Sega Saturn is as simple as just doing manage emulators, add let's see, HyperSpin, settings, Sega Saturn, SSF, path, arcade, emulators, Sega Saturn, default, don't know any of that yet. Sega Saturn. Close. Okay. And then import ROMs. Add files. No. Add folder. Okay. I just want to see what the breakdown of that directory is. Sega Saturn. It's kind of fucked up, but I wonder why I decided to put that in here. Whatever. Saturn. SSF. Sure. 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 It's using the energy. It's using kind of, or is it both? It is Alien Trilogy. Using the ISO, I think, over it. Let's see what it does. And then what I can do is do a compare and contrast. I never put in the time to figure out daemon tools. If this requires daemon tools, it's not really any different than HyperSpin. If it can just import all this media, which I probably shouldn't have had it done because I have majority of it. Well, I don't know if I have the wheel. I don't know if I have a lot of video. Oh, fuck. That'd take a while. Let's see what it did. Oh, it's not there. That in itself is going to take a while. Let's just kind of poke around Steam while it's doing that. Import Steam games. You have an existing process running. Please wait until existing process completes before importing games. Okay, so you can't do that while it's doing that thing. Probably shouldn't have had it import all of that information. At least it's in B. I'm gonna go get some water, so I'm gonna put this on a timeout. Okay. I got some water. I'm gonna try and just cancel this and see what, if it adds it or if it just kaputs everything. We already have one error. Cannot create a file when the file already exists. So let's just hit cancel. Cancel operation. Would you like to keep the games that you have successfully imported thus far? Yes. Following errors occurred. Okay, what we already saw. Let's see what it does. I'm kind of just curious. 35 games were imported successfully. So, I mean, this doesn't tell us anything yet. Our work is pretty rad as fuck. I'll give it that. Let's go with just the Sega Saturn. So let's click on it. What does it do? It does no different than what HyperSpin does. Just to, you know, clarify, let's go back to HyperSpin. So I guess what I'm trying to prove is that there's still a little bit more configuration that needs to be done, which doesn't make it any better than HyperSpin. Do we have any example? I think Alien. So HyperLaunch does nothing, and if I ever try and open up hold on, I'm gonna close. Oh, here it is. Okay. If I ever try to open Sega Saturn, emulators, Sega Saturn, SSF. It just closes. That one anyway. It just says CD question mark. So it's literally no different than file not found. Cannot initialize ISO file virtual drive. Cannot initialize game. Q ISO file. Different version. 1.3.11. Let's see if this is configured. I must have used one of them at some point. Found, not found, okay. Fuck, that doesn't even let me. And here's the BIOS. And none, yeah, okay, so let me try this one. Which one was I working with before? This one. Settings, BIOS, oops, let's do that one, and then what was was the other thing? Something about the virtual ISO. Let's see that anymore. CD-ROM. Allow access. So if I do open ISO, arcade, ROMs, Sega, Saturn. There's no, I was gonna say, there's no full screen. Which is a little box that you guys can see, I guess. I don't get why it makes it a little box. But notice how the whole Windows window is now gone. So, okay, let's see if
We've lost contact,
now that I have proven that I can play it, I know SSF to work with HyperSpin. Fine. Is it easy to be able to suggest I don't want to I don't want to use SSF anymore, let's use Boost or whatever the fuck it's called. Browse. We're using this one. What was it? Alt enter. View alt return. Can I do that? Alt return. So, alt return. Okay. Alt plus return. Okay. Close. So similarly, it opens up the emulator, and that's all it does. How do I know when it's playing? No, it goes in the BIOS, so it's nothing is specifically saying open ISO. So, let me check something really quick. HyperSpin, modules, Sega, Saturn. No, they only give me SSF to work with. Actually, before I say that too soon, modules. General BIOS. Seven zip cleanup, so it needs 7-zip as well. Set BIOS. And then it mounts it, so it's just as complicated as SSF with HyperSpin. So let's see if Yavos. They configure all of this. Great, cool, awesome. They pick Yabos. Whoa, 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 what is this? So, like, this kind of stuff. How would I know this? Hyphen A, hyphen A, hyphen I is what they're saying. So, if I go to Tools, Manage Emulators, Edit, hyphen A, hyphen I, hit OK. I mean, I kind of wish I knew what even the hyphen A, hyphen I did. Hyphen A, hyphen I. So it starts up the BIOS. So far... Oh, whoa, 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 cheating, cheating. Do you have to do that every time? You have to go to Settings, BIOS, get rid of it, hit OK, close it, and try it again? Kind of confused. No, because it fucking doesn't. Settings. He gets rid of that. It's okay. It's fine with it. He closes it and opens it. What is there any possible way to run this with an NRG file? If not, are there any suggestions to convert it? But I could never get the damn thing to work right. Then I found out Mendefin and Saturn just works every game. Okay, so we might be worthwhile going with Mendefin. I guess the point I'm trying to make is this is really not SS boot disk sub. I want a bin though. Auto start. So what I'm getting at is it's not as simple as a wizard. There is a little bit more to it. So, shucks. I wish that it was as simple. I do like the layout. I think that I like HyperSpin a little bit more. Fuck. I mean, it's not that more complicated to figure out daemon tools, you know, compared to not having any idea with
Good job. Take me to the yacht harbor. Okay, hang on.
well, actually, kind of curious. I don't remember where we got with Wii U, if we ever did. Cannot find the ROM, so that's different than it not working. Only provided extension. So what is it looking for? I know we're kind of just dropping the ball on LaunchBox, but I'm kind of curious now if there's even any reason to use LaunchBox if I could potentially get Wii U working with what I just found out about. It's not an RPX. Arcade, ROMs, Nintendo, Wii U. Oh, because I fucking deleted it. That's why. I renamed it. Code. So it opens up CMU. I don't know if you guys can see that. It opened it up. It opened it up. So now I need to figure out what is the module. Arcade, HyperSpin, modules, Nintendo Wii U, edit script. So this is saying tools, manage emulators, edit, CMU full path, so -G, executable, so -F-G. Let's try it. Just curious if it's the same kind of. So that made it full screen. Oh, there you go. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, yep, there you go. Done. HyperSpin opening up Wii U. So it goes to show you that there's really no. It's using. I mean, in terms of this particular auto hotkey, it's using similarly the same idea. If you look at LaunchBox, if I can do it without fucking too much shit up, I don't know if I can. No, I can't right now. I'll do it in a second. Auto hotkey is just opening up it's waiting for the process to open, and it's using the string of executable to open up CMU, which it knows from its settings. It's using -F-G to make full screen and open the game. It's then using those strings of ROM path, ROM name, ROM is so on and so forth to then handle the files and open. My point is, if I can get, well, yeah, why don't I mean, I can kind of cheat and use, wherever it might have put it. Where does it? LaunchBox. I don't know where is it putting LaunchBox. stuff. Documents, LaunchBox? Nope. Where did I see it? Let's quit out of this. So my back button doesn't work. Okay, let's find out where LaunchBox puts so I don't know how well we don't have a theme, so let's see if we can find that. You HyperSpin theme. I don't even know what that means. Menu themes. New. System theme. Looks kind of fucking much. It's like way too clashy. Main menu and default theme. Yeah, that actually might just be what I want. It's simple. Download that. Download that. Okay. So, if you've been following along with me before, you go to HyperSpin, and then you go to media, I think, main menu, themes, and then that would be where this comes into play. And then we would go to, how do I really call it? Huh, where is it? Guess I didn't make a folder yet. Nintendo Wii U. That will go. Back out. So that's what that looks like. And then you go in. I'm not getting the default look. Why not? trying to think. Oh, because I didn't have to put it in themes, that's why. Themes. There. And then, what do I want to do? Come on, where's my mouse? I need sound, I need images, sound, video. Oops. Images, sound, video, and images, wheel? No, what are we dealing with here? Artwork 2 is the one that it's concerned with. I believe that's how it works. Images, artwork 2. Artwork 2. 2. And we are going to grab what we took from LaunchBox and see what that looks like. Nope, nothing. Because it is not the same. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Come on, you dirty fuck. Let's do it. Why are you frozen? Nope, still nothing. Legend of Zelda. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to bump the mic. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild PNG. Is it not okay with... It's pretty gorgeous, but is it not okay with... Let's see what else it gave me. I don't know what else it gave me. Let's go back to LaunchBox. Oops. Oh. What am I thinking? I'm thinking I want banner? Oh, there's nothing in there. Banner? No, I already tried that. So there's nothing that... But what I'm kind of proving right now is that there's not really anything so far what I can do in LaunchBox that I can't do in HyperSpin, other than Steam. And the alternative, and I have to figure it out when working with AutoHotkey, is getting Big Picture to work. And other than that, it's super simple. But so far, I'm not getting the imagery. Let's open up FileZilla. Yeah, sure. Let's see what I can find here. Artwork. Video snaps. WiiWare. What is WiiWare anyway? Artwork. Wii U. 2D boxes. Boxes. So that doesn't help me either. In terms of video. So get rid of HD, HQ, SQ. Oh. Where are we now? The root, I guess? Yeah, we're in the root. Probably should have moved that first. C. Can't see what I'm doing. Oh, where are we here? Grab that and throw that. I must be doing something wrong. Let's see what it's called. Oh, I know why. Because it wants the name of the file. Because what we're seeing right now, the display, oh, you can't see it. What we're seeing right here, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, is just the detail or the display. It's not the actual referral name, if that makes sense, when it's trying to query anything else that has anything to do with the name of the file. So we will want, I'll go to an example. You would want to go to databases, and see what, it's called uking. That's the name of the file. And you would go and name. So there you go. Oops. I don't really like that the blue is taking up so much in this theme, but it's better than nothing at all, I guess, is what I'm thinking. Okay. And then, for instance, images, artwork 2, be named U King. I just don't know where it's putting. I think that's what it's concerned with, because if we go to themes, artwork 2, video, background, artwork 2. It's the stupid blue, artwork 2. Oh, so I actually have no idea. So let's try. I thought that's what it was concerned with. Artwork 1. 3, 4. Let's see if it will show up under wheel. Gotta exit out, I guess. How ugly is that? I still don't know how to determine where and when it handles. Well, let's go back to this, and it shows it. So does he explain what he's using? Nope, no comments, no anything. So how am I supposed to know? Themes and images. Well, I should be able to know by the theme, right? Because that's what's creating that third image. Themes, info. No, doesn't help me. Theme, yes, the XML should. So from what I'm gathering, is artwork 1, none. Artwork 3 is what spins. So I'm gonna assume artwork 3 is where I should put it. I don't know if that's a safe assumption. But let's see. No, because I don't want it to spin. So that's not what it would be. So these fade fade and ease. So I feel like it's gonna be 3 or 4. Its x-axis is not really helpful at all. Overlay, start, time is 1.2. I don't know, it's really, I guess, just guessing. So where does that one just kind of appears. It doesn't fade or ease. And I'm pretty, that one was artwork 2 as per the theme. It does nothing, and it wasn't 1, so it's not 3, so I thought I already tried 4. Back out and come back in. There's no space. Is that accurate to these? No space. So that's potentially what I'm doing wrong as well. Oops. I mean, I could be a cheeky bastard and just put it in every fucking folder. Right? That could work. So, there you go. That's that was fucking rotating and shit. So that doesn't tell me anything. I believe it's 4. And it's just because I named the folders wrong. Oops. So that's fucking massive. Let's see if the theme says anything about it. Delay time, Y, X, nothing about the size, height, force aspect. Two, 5, 8, 3. Let's see the size of this fucking thing. Yeah. Let's do, edit. View. Resize. If it's 1,000, and I want 200. So that'd be, I guess, 20. If it's a ratio of 20 out of 100. Save that. I mean, now it looks kind of shitty, but it gets the point across. And as we've seen, there's box art and stuff like that. And let me try that. Maybe that looks better, because I don't know. You'd think it's coming from the same place, Emu Movies. Oops, where's my mouse? So you think it wouldn't much matter, but 2 Actually, video snaps, SQ. Well, where are the theme snaps? That'd be good to know. Oh, you can't see what I'm looking at. And then, is there like theme? We fit you. No. Okay. Well, at least I know now that. Actually, what is there themes? Now we know that there are the other. There are the other snaps for the other games that we have. Nintendo Wii U video snap. Oh, that's not. Where were we? That we're in themes. Video themes. That's not. Okay, why is that? Okay, well, for some reason, that's just another series of video snaps. You think that... Okay, well, it doesn't say video themes, is I guess why, and it seems like a duplication. So, let's get rid of that, and go back to artwork. It's a new Wii U. And let's get the 2D boxes. Thing that sucks about working in an FTP server is I have to kind of just get it. I don't know what it's gonna look like. So Robin 55 1.2 or Robin 55, you better not fuck up this box art. It's already taking too long. So if I can glean anything out of today is that Rocket or LaunchBox is super simple on adding systems by, you know, point and click, and it creates a list based off of what you have and not off of a predefined list, which is great. There are tools that HyperSpin has, Don's tools or whatever the fuck they're called, that can generate an XML file based off of what it finds, so it's not like that's not capable in HyperSpin. Trying to think of what else. The thing when I figured out how to set up Wii U and LaunchBox, I could simply set it up in HyperSpin the same way because they both use some directory markup language, and then they both use AutoHotkey, so there's really no difference. I don't have to buy LaunchBox Big Box if I can figure out HyperSpin, because so far Wii U I got set up in a second. Once I figured out Wii U and LaunchBox, I was able to do the same in HyperSpin. So I definitely want discs. I do want a Wii U. I'll fucking just take that. So let's see. background video artwork. Let's see. How is there only... How is there only 2 of them? They're only artwork 2. Oops. Let's see. Sweet. Okay, that just happened to work. Copy that. Go back to this. Arcade, HyperSpin, media, oops, main menu, images, wheel. Probably could have went into it and then back out. Whatever. There. Bam. It looks like crap, but it's super pixelated for whoever fucking uploaded that. I forget the user, but it's better than not having anything at all. I wish they included a video. Instead of me having to, but beggars can't be choosers. What else can I do? I might call it a night. It's already fucking 4 in the morning, or almost about to be. Fuck, where's my mouse? What the good golly gosh. I cannot see my mouse. What the fuck? Are you serious? Like, why can't I see my mouse right now? Okay, here it is. Let's see. Oh, it's done downloading. What do they look like? Okay, well, it doesn't even have... Oh. That looks pretty fresh, not gonna lie. So let's see what that... I think the reason I like doing all this is because I'm in control of what's going to be, you know, the layout, the look. Sure, I'm ripping a bunch of people's themes, but at least you know, people have made it. I can upload different imagery to that theme and work with the XML file and make it whatever I want. I think that you lose that when you get to things that are based off of wizards and Harry Potter and all that shit. Let's see. UK. See what that looks like. Fucking massive. I don't know why they decided to make it so fucking large and in charge. Let's see if we can fix that. and then I swear I will be going to bed. So, extract to default, you can't see that. Apologize. Um, so we will want to, it's artwork 4. Let me try. Oh, that's good. So let's try doing 300. Let's just see if that works. Let's see if this works. Zip file error. Didn't like that too much. Does it have this open? Should I use 7-zip? Is that the issue? Add to archive, zip, default zip. That didn't make the video taller, which sucks. Oh, it made the whole fucking video, the whole thing bigger. So actually, I want to make it smaller to fit. And notepad. Make it like 250. And then the other thing that I wanted to do was do R4. Close that. I have no idea what pixel size that is in terms of whether or not that looks good, but like that. Add to archive. Zip. Okay. I don't think that changed anything. Let's see if I can zip it without it freaking the fuck out. see it fixing that at all. Keeps doing this thing where I lose my mouse. There. I don't know. I'm nitpicking this because it's somebody else's theme and I could, you know, do it some other way. But, yeah, that's it for me. It's fucking 4 o'clock. If you enjoyed this and other things, go check out our channel on YouTube. I believe it's just youtube.com/let's play TinyArcade. Check out our Twitch, twitch.tv /TinyArcade. Yeah, go check out our other things. Our website's down for the moment. It got kind of expensive, and I thought maybe disabling it would save me some money, but it's still been charging me, so might as well just go back up. Haven't had the time, so that's that. Yep. Have a pleasant night, everyone, one and all. See ya.